Hey, this is Matt with Mountain Stream Teas. Today we are on a partner farm and we are in the wilting room. The smell is beautiful, and today we're going to learn a little bit about what the wilting phase actually means. So what is the wilting phase in the tea making process? Well, generally speaking, the wilting phase is after the tea is picked, it's brought back to a tea factory, a tea making area, and placed either out in the sun or placed in one of these areas like we are right here. This is called a wilting room. Now, what is the point of the wilting process? Well, there's a couple different things. The biggest one being you really do have to wilt out the water. You have to evaporate some of the water from the plants. Now this stuff here, this tea that's just come in, this is the Jinchuan cultivar. You can see it's beautifully bug bitten. Now, what you have to be careful of when the tea is freshly picked is it's very, very turgid, which basically means it's brittle, right? It's full of water and it's brittle. So take a look at this. If I take this, I just take it like this and it just goes snap. And you can see that it breaks really, really easily. So when you're making tea, you have to manipulate those leaves. And if you're manipulating those leaves and every time you fold it in half, it breaks into two, you've got a problem. So that's the first point of the wilting phase. Now, the second point of the wilting phase is you're starting the oxidization process, right? So you're not manipulating the leaves, you're just placing them here. In fact, for the wilting phase, the best thing is when you're moving the leaves in, you don't manipulate them at all, or the least amount possible. You place them here, and so the oxidization process starts. Now, right now, this set of leaves has only been here for about, I guess, the guys brought it in about maybe 15 minutes ago, so it hasn't been here very long, but you're already starting to get the smell of fresh tea leaf wilting. And the smell of fresh tea leaf wilting is, well, I didn't know it was one of my favorite smells until I smelled it for the first time. And it's this mix of fresh cut grass and lilac flowers. It's very floral, very vegetal, and unmistakable. It's so beautiful. Now, this tea right now is not really there yet. It's starting, but it's not really there yet. After about 2 hours, 3 hours in here in this area, it's just going to be glorious. Absolutely glorious. But why don't we take a look at the leaves and how they're placed? So here are the leaves right here. Now I'm doing a close-up on them. You can see that the leaves are all picked. They're all hand-picked, and you can see that they are very much not quite wilted yet. You can see even just with a little bit of bend here, they're just going to break. So these have just started wilting. Now, these leaves, this is the Jinchuan cultivar, but let's see how they're placed. Let's see how deep it is here. Let's check it out. So you can see here, these leaves are only about, 10 centimeters, 2 inches deep. And underneath here, there is the mesh. And when the weather is not 100% conducive to wilting leaves, oftentimes they'll put a fan underneath here and through here, and the leaves will actually have air coming up like this. This is, again, a very controlled environment. But you can see that they're very, very thinly placed, right? Very delicately placed. And this tea isn't a competition style level tea. It's still a high quality tea, but it's not competition style. So I'm in here and I can actually manipulate these leaves. If this was a competition style tea, or if they were making a white tea or a type of tea that could not be manipulated, there's no way that I would come in here and touch any of these tea leaves. But let's keep going and talking about the area here and the place here. So an important part of the process when you are in the wilting phase is to come through, move the leaves around, make sure that everything is layered correctly, and giving it a sniff. You got to be smelling these leaves, you got to be touching these leaves, you got to be making sure that the leaves are wilting evenly, correctly, and another important part of the process, not too much. But as you can see here, this is one of our friends at this partner farm, and he's going through and he's going to be starting the process of maybe adding a little bit of air, adjusting the process is just enough so that it gets the perfect level of wilting. Okay, so there you have it. There is a quick thumbnail sketch of what the wilting phase entails. Now, sometimes they do it inside, like at our partner farm here in Raceway. Sometimes they do it outside in the sun, usually in the high mountains. They will do it outside in the sun. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can get in touch through Facebook, Instagram, or on the website. Thanks for watching. If you like these videos, like, subscribe. You can always visit the website, buy some tea. That gives us gas money and some dry powder to come out and buy beautiful teas like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.